Hello, welcome to pregnancy vlog week 32 and 33, because as I said I didn't do a video last week because it just felt inappropriate with everything going on with Erica, bless her cottons. Seriously, still sending love, and everything was going on there. As you can see, I've done loads of effort with my hair and my makeup, so feel loved. Okay, I really haven't. I actually have makeup on to go to Tesco's, but I don't do it to stick myself on the internet where, like, technically hundreds of people don't, but could watch. Go figure. Yeah, whatever. I'm 33 weeks and 4 days pregnant because I checked my app. I didn't know earlier. I was like 33, 34, 30, 33, nearly 34 weeks. Anyone that's not on my Facebook, Alice was quite poorly last week, so that's one of the reasons I didn't do a video, because she's not very well and she's now on antibiotics, and she's got 2 bottles of antibiotics for 4 times a day. It's actually a bit ridiculous. But she's much better now, so I don't mind. She's sitting there at her little tea, like if you watch. I know it's messy. Oh, whatever. She's sitting there, sitting at their little table, and they've got cups of tea and fruit, and the baby's sitting there. Well, come here and I'll rub it better. She actually had really nice hair this morning, and for some reason she keeps climbing under my top, into my top with me, and ruined her hair. Because she's got these little... little munches, and they're totally ruined. She doesn't look. She looks less Pippi Longstocking and more Orphan Annie. You're annoying. Oh, flash in the tummy. So yes. So we've got a drama queen. Here we go. Complete drama queen with a foot up. I'm rubbing. She's so bossy, so I'm thinking Edith's already going to have an attitude. George has got no chance. Right, you're alright. Go and finish your tea. Go finish your tea and picnic. Alright, okay, you do whatever. No, whatever. So yeah, she wasn't very well, but she's perked up a lot now, as you can tell. So it didn't, I wouldn't have been able to really do a video with her being sick, because she takes up, she was more important, obviously. George is fine. He hasn't had any sickness or anything. I'm waiting for him to get some sort of disease. Nodding away. His face full of satsuma. Pregnancy-wise, got a few things. I still have massive feet and ankles by the end of the day. Even in the morning, they're still pretty big, but they're huge by the end of the day. It's actually ridiculous. And that's my favourite word at the minute. Anyone want to do a ridiculous count and let me know how many times to say it? Yes? Oh, shut your face, you're fine. Don't be so dramatic. God. I probably shouldn't say shut your face to a 3-year-old. Nah, no harm done. If you hear clicking noise in the background, it's the hamsters. So yeah, massive feet and ankles and everything. SBD's been playing up a little bit more, so I've been on the crutches more than usual. But it's part and parcel of pregnancy. I don't know why I'm clinging on to that. Part and parcel of pregnancy, so I can't really complain. I mean, I could, but it would seem pointless. Heartburn's been nowhere near as bad, and I know I'm going to live to regret that, but I haven't had it every single day at all. I get it every now and then. Sometimes it eases off on its own, or a glass of milk does it, so I'm absolutely loving it. I'm getting it more in the day, but I've started to, like, have a little glass of milk already, and it goes. But nighttime, I don't necessarily get woken up because it's so awful, so I prefer how it is now, in a lot of ways. And I can't figure out if that theory's right, because with George, I had absolutely horrific, awful heartburn, and he came out bald on top with hair around the back and sides. Alice had pretty bad heartburn, but it was better than with George, and she came out really with, like, a head full of hair. And I think there's a picture here, if I can find it. Okay, it's not the best picture, but I found it the other day when I was pulling stuff out and cleaning, and it had fallen down the back of the TV unit, so I don't know if they're marks. Oh, they are. But that's like a newborn Alice. She was like a week old, but you can see, like, she had a lot of hair. You can't see the top of it, but it was really thick on the top. And yeah, she basically came out with brown eyes. It was kind of weird. And I had reasonable hair, so I'm wondering, because I haven't had heartburn anywhere near as bad with this one, if I'm actually going to give birth to a baby gorilla. Maybe I'm the opposite of the theory of heartburn. I don't know. Sickness seems to have gone with the heartburn almost, so I'm really loving that. I am getting quite a lot of cramps and backache, which is not great, but Braxton Hicks and everything's quite normal. Had a bit of a... Well, I didn't panic. My husband panicked more than I did the other day, because we went down to Southampton to grab what you guys call a pack and play, and what us lot in England call a travel cot that I got on eBay for like £10. I got a Graco Electra or something. It's on my Facebook page. I'm going to add it later. And I got that. It's literally, they never used it, so it's like perfect. And when we're in the car, it was probably exacerbated by the fact that I was in a car and I couldn't move. My husband was driving, I'm just stuck in the passenger seat at the front. Not really moving, so that probably didn't help. But I was cramping up mildly painfully. Not awful pain, but it hurt. Like every 10 to 15 minutes for a couple of hours. Literally, the whole of me went rock solid, and I'd feel a ripple going down. I was like, this isn't normal. So that panicked, well, didn't panic, made me just a little wary. And then we got out and I thought, if I walk around, if it's Braxton Hicks, because being in the car, it'll ease off. And if it's contractions, they could get worse. And so I very carefully walked along the beachfront, because after we picked up the pack and play and it carried on hurting, we went to Southsea, to the seafront. Just walk along the beach and let the kids have a go and get some hot donuts and eat some chips and just do normal family seaside visiting breaks. And they didn't ease up, but they didn't get any worse. They were still tightenings. It was easier. They didn't feel as uncomfortable because I was able to move. And when I'm in labour, I move. For a fat person, I'm actually quite mobile when I'm in labour. I can't lie on a bed and contract. I have to be up and moving. And so yeah, that's something that I'm a little weird about. I have to move, so I felt better. But excuse me, hiccups again every time. I did get it was still uncomfortable. It's just it was more bearable when I was moving. So it didn't ease off really at all. It didn't change. It continued, and then it started to ease off on the way home for a little bit, and then it started up again in the evening, like every 12 to 15 minutes. And I was a bit like, am I going to have to go into labour and delivery? I know I'm not in labour, but if this is pre-labour, it's like it was with Alice, it wasn't strong enough to be real contractions. But I thought, if I'm a phasing and stuff like that, it's, this isn't necessarily good. And I had it with both of mine before, and I was like, this is very similar to what it was like literally the hours before I actually had my first real contraction. And I thought, no. So I had a nice bath, and I just went to bed, and it was fine. And nothing happened, but every day I'm getting a lot more tightenings, and they're getting uncomfortable, and I'm getting the backache and everything. So I think it's just rather, because I've already had mild contractions again before, I think it's just bad Braxton Hicks, if that makes sense. So just keep an eye on it and just try and go easy where possible. She's just smushed my bladder, so I'm going to have to pee in a minute. Oh joy. But I think that's it pregnancy-wise. There's not really much else to say, so I'll flash a bit of the bumpage. If I put that there, you can all watch a little bit of Tinkerbell in the background. Right, if I pull, so I've got these lovely jeans that they all go up over the bump. Oh look, wrong direction. So it looks properly sexy. But yes. So yeah, that's bump. And if I do the sucking, it makes bugger all difference really, except, well, I suppose it does actually. I'm rounded out there, and then when I suck in, that bit goes sort of flat. But the bump down there doesn't. So as you can see, she's actually dropped a bit. But then, to be fair, I have a boy's pregnancy bump this time, because she's just lower. With Alice, she was like literally stuck out here and went down. And George was more like this, but it's technically, I don't know if you can see, if I go like this, I still have a waist, which I like. It still goes in a bit there, but the bump comes around here, and then it goes out to my huge thighs. They look worse at the minute, so you can see these are really baggy, so my legs aren't as big as the jeans are making them look. Oh, and there's a close-up of George. So yeah, the other one is, she gets all up in my lung space, which is fun. But never mind, I've got an itchy face. Yeah, he's playing with hamsters. Right, so that is it really. I don't think I've forgotten anything, so that's the last 2 weeks. Sorry it's been quite long. Yes, it's a weed controller. You're a weirdo.
Take right away.
No, because they're not charged up, are they? It's not, the charger's not working. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will catch you next week if all goes well. I've got a consultant's appointment on Tuesday, so if there's anything interesting said in that, I will update. But I think, to be fair, I'll leave it until next Thursday or whatever, and do a 34-week vlog then, because I don't think anything important is going to be said at all. Again, if you want to add me on Facebook, just let me know, because I don't, well, I'm a bit picky about who I add. And yeah, that's it. I've got no brain, as usual. Right, I will see you later, people. I hope you all have a good one. A massive congratulations on the massive BFP explosion we've had going on. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. And I'm a little bit jealous that I'm at the end of my journey, and you are all starting new ones. And there's going to be a whole community of freshly pregnant people with babies all at the same time, and I feel a bit sad. But I've got Lynn, and a few others that are due around the same time as me, and none of your names are going. Also, I've just added, I'll throw this in at the end, just added the other channels on my page, like, to look at, and I, to be fair, couldn't figure out how the hell to do it, and I came across it the other day, and I was like, that's how you do it. So if you want your channel added to the list of other channels on my channel, just comment below and I'll stick you on. I've got a few on there already. But yeah, I just couldn't, my brain dead after a while. So I will love you and leave you, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye.